there was a paper yesterday that talked about how out of the 4.8 trillion shillings, even close to half is going to debt repayment. A budget that big should have promoted or should seek to promote manufacturing or production so that it can be able to fund itself as we go on. But do you think that, as Dismas says, we're groping in the dark? We're just spending money and increasing our budget annually.
If we think of growing our economy and we get so much fixated on the national budget, we will get it wrong, because
but what should we be looking at?
The national budget majorly deals with delivery of services to the people, mainly recurrent. Really, not much goes to development, and that is why when you look at the master plan outside budgets of reforming the economy, which the Asian Tigers and other economies have done, we've got to get out of non-reliance on donor funding, the IMF, the World Bank, and also we can't rely on taxes. It will take us 200 years to do that. So that is another dimension and a story for another time. But then looking at the budget, the taxes ecosystem within the economy itself in terms of incentivization, there is something that Professor has said, and I think it's so profound. And I've said Kenya is an agro-based economy. The backbone of this economy is agriculture. And if we are thinking about promoting manufacturing, first of all, we begin in the agriculture sector, the value chains, the value addition, the manufacturing. And we cannot run away from cotton. Mm-hmm. And I would like to talk more about cotton and even manufacturing. The budget process must provide incentives.
Which comes before which one? Cotton industry is dead in Kenya. We've had this discussion for a while now.
It died, and it was killed by importation of counterfeit goods, and it was killed by cartels who in the economy would like to make quick money. And we have had cartels everywhere. I've indicated in sugar everywhere. We can go on. It's a fact, and it's time we get rid of these cartels. And so from the point of Professor here, does it mean now we are going to sit back? Professor has raised that then there must be alternatives. If we are imposing heavy taxation on mitumba and hope it is going to grow with time, as therefore we eliminate mitumba, we must offer choices to Kenyans, mm-hmm. and choices that are comfortable. And those choices will flow from promotion of manufacturing sector. And I think that is the key agenda of Kenya Kwanza administration. And you know, factories...
Do you see that in this budget?
And you know what?
Do you see that in this budget?
Factories are not going to mushroom overnight. It is a process of negotiating with investors. It is a process of putting incentives. One way of putting incentives is even dealing with the negative competitors like the mitumba. And when Raila said, atuwezi vaa mitumba ya maiti, you know, Raila was talking very clearly about why do we bring textile from outside when our own farmers can grow BT cotton,
but he went after
and we process. No, let's leave politics out of this. The problem is that we discuss very serious issues and we bring in the tinge of dirty politics to dilute it. The thing is, it is noble, and Kenya Kwanza administration has been promoting the BT cotton farming among farmers across Kenya. And I think it is time the cotton farmers are assisted to go back to their farms. Mm-hmm. The ginaries are allowed to work. Kikomi should come back to life. Rivertex should come back to life, and other textile manufacturers, so that we have a textile industry that is robust in the country, and that which can eliminate the mitumba.
Okay.
If you look at the headline, Kenyans can have choice.
Yes. If you look at the headline on the front page of the Star, it talks about this being President William Ruto's election budget.
Yeah.
Meaning that probably the next budget, he may not have so much control over it. By the time the financial year starts, it's a